All right, let's jump right into this explainer. We're going to see how biology isn't just this isolated thing where we only look at frogs and leaves in a vacuum. It is actually the ultimate nexus where literally all the other sciences collide. If you thought biology was a solo act, well, we're going to see that couldn't be further from the truth. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Biology connects everything. 2. The physics and chemistry within. 3. Where do organisms live? 4. Math and money in biology. And 5. The interdisciplinary big picture. Section 1. Biology connects everything. The myth of the isolated science. So, living organisms are constantly doing incredible things, right? Respiration, growth, reproduction. But to really understand how they pull this off, the whole idea of biology as an isolated science just completely falls apart. It has to combine with other fields to form what we call interdisciplinary sciences. Because, think about it, the functions and metabolic processes of living things. They are entirely bound by the hard rules of physics, chemistry, geography, math, and even economics. Section 2. The physics and chemistry within, zooming into the micro level. Let's zoom way in. Our first interdisciplinary frontier is biophysics. This is where scientists take the strict principles and techniques of physics and apply them directly to biological phenomena. We use this in areas like physiology, bioenergetics, neuroscience, and pharmacology to finally explain how raw physical forces, things like light, energy, force, pressure, and electricity, actually affect living things. It's kind of mind-blowing when you realize something as organic as a growing leaf is actually following universal laws of physics. When plants do photosynthesis, they aren't just magically growing. They're absorbing light energy exactly according to physical laws. And those nerve impulses firing in your brain right now so you can understand what I'm saying, yep, that movement is entirely reliant on physical principles. Okay. Closely related to that is biochemistry. This is all about the chemical substances and processes happening inside us. We're talking about the ultimate biological building blocks here: carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, enzymes, DNA, and RNA. It's how we unpack all those super complex metabolic reactions taking place right inside our cells. What's wild is that everyday processes are fundamentally just complex chemistry. Photosynthesis, respiration, even the enzyme activity in your stomach right now, digesting your last meal, they are all perfectly orchestrated chemical reactions. Now, having explored the micro level of cells and molecules, we have to zoom out a bit and ask a broader question. How do climate and environment determine where these biological processes actually survive across the globe? Because obviously, these things don't happen in a void. Section 3. Where do organisms live? The globe-trotting science of biogeography. Taking that wider view brings us to biogeography, literally the study of how organisms are distributed across different places and times. It answers the fundamental question of why certain plants and animals are found only in very specific regions. And as you might guess, it all comes down to their climate, their environment, and the geographical conditions. Let's put that into perspective. Polar bears, for example, probably aren't losing sleep over the laws of physics, but their biology absolutely requires freezing cold geographic conditions, which binds them to the Arctic. Malaria-carrying mosquitoes? They thrive specifically in warm, moist tropical areas. And cactus plants are naturally built for dry, arid deserts. It's biology completely dictated by geography. Section 4. Math and money in biology, zooming out to human society. Let's zoom out one last time to the scale of human society and talk about biostatistics, which is also known as biometry. This is the direct application of statistics and math to biological research. It is an absolute game changer because it helps scientists collect, organize, analyze, and interpret massive amounts of biological data. It's become a critical tool across medicine, agriculture, and public health. Whether you're trying to make sense of complex medical experiments, calculating disease rates across a huge population, or comparing crop yields out in an agricultural field, math is the essential tool equipped to solve those biological problems. Honestly, without mathematics, modern biological research would just stall out entirely. Now, notice the shift in thinking we're about to make here. While pure biology focuses on studying, say, fish behavior and the aquatic ecosystem itself, bioeconomics looks at how that exact same fish translates into societal and financial impact. We're moving from studying the organism to estimating the economic benefits of farming it. So bioeconomics is exactly what it sounds like, the branch of science that links biology with economics. It studies the real-world economic value of biological resources. This means comparing the costs and benefits of biological projects. Things like doing the math to calculate the potential profit from a brand new crop variety, estimating those financial benefits of fish farming we just talked about, or running a cost-benefit analysis on livestock production. Section 5, the interdisciplinary big picture, the web of knowledge. So we've gone all the way from chemical molecules inside a single cell up to the global economy. To summarize our explainer today, living organisms exist on multiple intersecting levels. At the micro level, biological molecules have to follow strict physical and chemical laws to function. Up at the macro level, organisms survive and are distributed based on geographical environments. And finally, at the societal level, their value is measured and optimized by math and economics. It is all connected. I'll leave you with this to think about as you sit there processing all this information. What interdisciplinary science is working inside of you right now? I mean, what hidden scientific connections, chemical reactions, and physical laws are operating inside your own body at this very moment? Pretty wild to think about. Thanks for exploring the amazing web of biological sciences with me today. Keep asking questions, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.